Quick question. When did we all decide the internet is drowning in AI slop? Like AI music is slop, AI art is slop, AI videos are slop, AI right? Okay, fair. A lot of it is rough, but here's the thing no one wants to say out loud. AI didn't invent slop. It just made it faster, cheaper, and impossible to ignore. Because if we're honest, a lot of what we call content was already copy-paste culture. Sequels, trends, and templates, the same hooks with different faces. AI didn't kill originality, it exposed how rarely we were actually rewarding it. And weirdly, that's not the end of creativity, it's the start of a world where being average stops paying. What's up? Today we're talking about AI slop. You know what I mean? The weirdly glossy images, the fake deep captions, the carousel that sounds like it was written by a productivity coach trapped inside a microwave. And yeah, a lot of it is bad. But the part I can't stop thinking about is this. A lot of it feels familiar. Not because AI is some alien intelligence with bad taste, but because it learned from us. Our posts, hooks, and trends. Shortcuts. The stuff we clicked on even when we said we hated it. So maybe AI slop isn't a new disease. Maybe it's the mirror we're mad at. Let's be real. We've been in the remix economy for a long time. Fashion loops, movie reboots, and TikTok dances that are the same dance with a new angle. The startups recycle landing pages, creators recycle hooks, and you can practically hear the script. Here's what nobody tells you. The truth about, and try this for 30 days, or stop doing this. We didn't need AI to get derivative, we just turned originality into a risk and imitation into a strategy. The algorithm trained us before we trained the algorithm. So the models looked at the internet and basically went, got it, same vibe, forever. Before AI, copying still had a little sweat on it. You had to open Photoshop, drag things around, record the voiceover, pretend the dramatic music wasn't doing half the work. That effort gave the whole kind of thing a legitimacy. Like, someone spent 4 hours making this, so maybe it counts. And AI now ruins that illusion. Now the same generic motivational post takes 6 seconds. The same fake movie poster, here's what nobody tells you about success thread, same thing. And once that effort disappears, you can see the skeleton underneath. And that's what makes AI content feel so creepy. It's not always terrible. Sometimes it's worse than terrible. It's competent, smooth, familiar, and empty in a way you recognize. People aren't just reacting to the machine. They're reacting to the fact that the machine learned the formula so quickly. The reason AI slop spreads isn't mysterious. It's not because humanity suddenly forgot how to make good things. It's because platforms already trained everyone to behave like machines. Post more, repeat what worked, and don't confuse people. Also, don't take too long and don't be too strange. Make the thumbnail obvious, and make that first sentence impossible to ignore. That was the game before AI showed up. AI just plays it without getting tired. So when you combine infinite generation with incentives that just reward familiar patterns, of course you get slop. You get endless pretty good, endless safe ideas, endless content that looks like content, but there's a flip side. When pretty good becomes cheap, the valuable thing stops being polished. It just becomes judgment. Knowing what to keep, what to cut, and what not to make at all. For years, creativity was bottlenecked by production skills. Can you draw, edit, write, compose, build, etc.? Those skills still matter, but the bottleneck is now different. Do you know what's worth making? AI can generate options, but it can't replace the person who has taste, scars, and a thesis. Not someone who can point at 10 outputs and go, not like this, like that. Think of it like directing a movie. You don't do every job, but you hold the vision. AI gives you infinite clay, but you still need the sculptor. Here's a better way to use AI. Don't ask it to make the final thing. Ask it to show you the most obvious thing, put your idea in it, and let it give you the most predictable version. The title everyone would use, the safe angle, the ending that sounds wise but doesn't really say anything. That first output is useful because it shows you the trap, and you can look at it and ask what's missing, where is it too clean, where would a real person hesitate, contradict themselves, get specific, or say something slightly uncomfortable. That's where the work starts. AI can map the cliche, your job is to navigate away from it. The uncomfortable truth is that AI usually gives you back the level of taste you brought into it. If you bring in a vague idea, you get a vague answer. If you bring in a trend, you get a slightly cleaner trend. If you bring in nothing but make this sound premium, congratulations, now you have every startup homepage from 2021. And that's why AI content feels hollow. There's no weird obsession in it. There's no memory or grudges. No little detail that makes you go, okay, a person had to write that. But that's not really the machine failing. That's the person using it like a vending machine for finished thoughts. The people who get good work out of AI are not just asking for more output, they're bringing in a sharper filter. The easiest way to make AI slop worse is to ask for something broad. Write a motivational post. That sentence is basically a slop factory. But the more specific you get, the more output starts to breathe. Don't say write for a founder. Say write for a founder who is successful on paper but quietly embarrassed by the company they built. Don't say make a love song. Say make a song about missing the version of yourself you were before someone loved you badly. Don't say design a logo for an AI company. Say make it feel like a research lab started by a jazz musician and a paranoid systems engineer. Now there's a world there. Specificity gives the machine something to push against. Without it, AI defaults to the middle. And the middle is where slop lives. Here's what people aren't ready for. AI isn't eliminating creativity, it's eliminating hiding. You can't hide behind polish or good enough anymore, because good enough is instant. The new bar is, can you make something that couldn't have come from anyone else? Originality isn't creating from nothing. It's combining your influences so honestly and specifically that the mix becomes unmistakably you. Quick shout out to today's sponsor, NeuroAIgent.ai. And honestly, this is the part where the sponsor actually fits the episode, because the whole point isn't use AI to make more stuff, it's use AI to think better before you make the stuff. NeuroAIgent helps you take those messy ideas, pressure test the angle, find what's generic, and turn it into something sharper before you ship it. So if you're actually using AI for creative judgment and not just output, check out NeuroAIgent.ai. I don't think people are really afraid that AI will make bad art. Bad art was doing fine before AI. I think the scarier thing is that AI is revealing how much of the internet was never really trying to be art in the first place. It was trying to be content. Assets, deliverables, engagement objects. Little brand-safe simulations of what they thought culture was. And AI is extremely good at that, and it's fast, cheap, and tireless. So the question gets uncomfortable. What are you making that the machine can't flatten into a template? Because it can imitate structure, your tone, or the shape of a personal essay. But it can't care for you. It can't remember your childhood. It can't have your weird taste. It can't spend 10 years obsessed with something that nobody around you understood. And that part is still yours. And that part matters now more than ever, not less. So no, AI didn't invent slop. It just made the slop visible. It turned the volume up on the habits we already had, copying what worked and sanding off the edges, chasing the format instead of chasing the feelings. But that also means the way out is pretty clear. Let the machine show you average. Then don't stop there. Add the memory, add the scars, add the opinion that might cost you something. Add the detail nobody else would think to include. That's the difference between using AI to produce more noise and using it to find your signal faster. If this was useful, hit that subscribe button and notifications on. And if you want more like this, drop a comment with the most AI slop thing you've seen this week. Thank you.